So you're welcome on some mentorship session. Now, today we'll be talking about reprogramming your mind for success. Reprogramming your mind for success. Everything starts in the mind. Everything first starts in the mind. Something was evident to me recently. All success is created twice. First in the mind, and then the second part is in the reality. I know it. I believe it. Well, this time around, differently, in preparation of the 6 months project, I told myself, I said, I have to walk in through the eyes of my mind. I have to create everything I want to happen. I want to bet my reality. I want to see it play out in my mind. And it's amazing the feeling that comes from it, knowing that it is possible. You can control everything in your mind. So I want us to take through this journey of how we can reprogram ourselves for success. How can you, Mr. Robinson, Greg, reprogram yourself for success? How can you, Oluwaseun Akinwumi, reprogram yourself for success? How? How? So there are some facts to note. In this business you started, in this particular business called network marketing, you were not programmed to succeed in network marketing. If you heard me, go and type, wow. Nobody prepared you for success in network marketing. All your training, all your upbringing, everything about you was not for you to succeed in network marketing. Network marketing is not the kind of business. Imagine you finish your master's, you're a doctor, you have your PhD, you have everything, and you come back to tell your family, it is network marketing I want to practice right now. Respond. Somebody should go to the comment section and respond the way your dad or your people will respond. Respond the way that they will respond. After all the money, after all the stress, you want to belittle or sabi everything about the wiring, the program, and everything. You were not programmed to succeed. You were not programmed to succeed in network marketing. You have been programmed not to succeed in network marketing. Starting from the age of 2, all your training, all your preparation, was to put you in that place where you will be someone receiving information. You will be someone who is taking information. Who are the people that programmed you? Your family. Your family. I love the response I'm seeing. You dement. Which one is network marketing? Keep it coming. Just respond as your family. Are you okay? Oh my God. These responses are funny. All right. So starting from the age of 2, your family, your friends, your co-workers, your religious institution, your boss, they have all been programmed. They have all programmed you to fit into someone else's model. Somebody go and type someone else's model. Someone else's model. Like there's a particular way they expect you. There's a kind of job you will get. They will be excited. If you tell them you're a bank manager, they will go for Thanksgiving. If you tell them that you're an accountant, they will go for Thanksgiving. If you tell them that, in fact, even if the salary is not enough, they will be advising you, don't worry. Slow and steady. You will make progress. You will grow. But how come when it comes to this business, everybody expects you? No, no, it's not for you. Sister, what do you think you're doing? After all these years, you have been programmed to fail by everybody around you. But the essence of being here this morning is to understand that people around you does not define you. People around you does not determine your life. People around you does not decide what it is that can happen. They can only have influence over your life if you're always and constantly seeking for validation. Everybody go and type validation. Validation. Now, how do you now reprogram your mind for success? So since everybody around you have a different expectation, they have a different model they want you to fit into, how do you now reprogram yourself? Now, I want you to imagine this scenario. You printed something from a printer and you notice error in that thing you printed. And then you send it back again. You use eraser and erase the error and send it back again for printing. And then the error is still there, but you've sent to printer. Printer prints the same thing and there is still error. You bring that in the printer printed and you erase the error. You send it back again to the printer and what printer prints. That you want to correct, are you going to correct it by using eraser and printing the output? Are you going to use eraser and print out, as in erase the result and then get a correct format? You erase it again, you send it back. Is it going to work out that way? No. So how do you correct it? From the activity is the printer, the results and the lifestyle. You cannot change the result and lifestyle except you go back into the system. Somebody go and type system. You have to go back into the system and then make the correction. When you make the correction, you will now send it again for printing. That is the only time you can expect a better result. Now, what are the things that affect your programming? Your thoughts, your attitude. Before attitude, there is thoughts, your philosophy, and your basic belief. Your thoughts, your attitude, your philosophy, and your belief. Can we go and type it on the comment section? So there is a programming, and then your thoughts replace out what plays in your programming. Just like we said, your printing result cannot change except you change it from the inputs, from the system, from the operating system. So the programming is what is in your operating system. So many of us, we have not corrected it in our operating system, but we are forcing in activities. We are doing things differently. We want to get results. The results you are expecting will not come until you address it from the roots. I know some of you are in this meeting now, and what you're saying is, tell me what to do. Now I know. Tell me what to do. No, you need to understand that you are the one who have the power to recreate your life. Everybody go to the comment section and say, I have the power to recreate my life. I have the power to recreate my life. I have the power to recreate my life. Now, how do you recreate your life? Is it by the activities? No. We understand the importance of income generating activity, but at the same time, activity alone is not what will help you change. Activity alone is not what will help you change. Activity breeds results. Oh, call 100 people. You call 100 people today. 50 say yes. 10 attend. 1 sign up. It's numbers game. It's activity. But at the same time, there is something that can help you get much better output. So it is activity, results, and lifestyle. Activity, results, and lifestyle. You invite 50 people. 5 sign up. You make the money. You can afford to buy a bag of rice. You can afford to buy groundnut oil. You can afford to be able to send your children to summer lesson. You can afford to be able to do some things. You have some cash to play around with, right? But see, there is a line that controls these other parts, and that is attitude. Everybody go and type attitude. Attitude. Now, before attitude, there is thoughts. Everybody go and type thoughts. Thoughts. Before thought, there is programming. So how many of us want to get to the root cause of building results, building impact, building growth in our business? If you're ready, I need you to go back to the comment section and type, I am ready, I am ready, I am ready. This is the internal workplace that you need to adjust. Not activity, not results, not lifestyle. No, those ones are on the surface. The internal part you need to address is attitude, thoughts, and programming. So you need to go back and tell yourself, are there people who are succeeding in network marketing? The answer is yes. Are there people who are making millions every day in network marketing? The answer is yes. Those people who are making millions every day in network marketing, what kind of attitude do they have? What kind of thoughts do they think? What kind of programming runs their file? What is going on in their inner file? So if someone is making let's say $1 million every day, it means that the person's belief is oozing fire. The person's attitude is top notch. So how can I model myself as that person? How can I model myself as a top earner? How can I model myself as someone who, those people who are succeeding? What are the things they do? How do they operate their life? 2 years ago, I was observing someone, and then I'm like, every single weekend, there's always a big event. There's always a big event. There's always a big event. And I'm asking myself, maybe this is someone that I want to have his kind of results. So if I want to have his kind of results, I have to model his attitude to work. Everyone go and type attitude to work. I have to model his kind of thought pattern. He's creating game plan upon game plan upon game plan. If they finish from this 90 days game plan, they are doing another 90 days game plan. They are doing another 90 days game plan. Now, I have to model the programming. So there's a programming somewhere that says, even though I'm making millions every day, I want to help as many people as possible to make millions every day. I want to help as many people as possible to get to that point where they can make millions every day. This person is no longer in a place where external validation is affecting them. You need to get to that place where your attitude, your thoughts, and your programming is what runs your results. If you're getting it, I need you to go and type, I am getting it. If you're getting it, I need you to go and type, I am getting it. I am getting it. So look at it now. Let's put it together. Snap this, snap this. So your programming affects your thoughts affect your attitude, your attitude affects your activity affects your results, and your results affect your lifestyle. Who is seriously ready for these 6 months projects? In all honesty, you are ready to go deep and rewrite the script in your programming. You are ready to go deep and address all those tiny thoughts. And they say, all those small voices that come to you and say, what do you think you're doing? You're wasting your time. Do you think you're going to amount to anything? Do you think that? And then change your attitude to be like the attitude of someone who is looking for the kind of results you're looking for. Now, it is only then that you can now come and sit down and say, I'm going to make 30 calls every day. And the files you have will help you get a better result because you have been able to address it in the inside. And when you get that result, your lifestyle will change. If you're getting that, type, I am getting it. So programming is the root of all the results. Programming is the root of all the results. Programming is the root of everything you're seeing happening around you. Programming is the reason why when you come to the office on a Saturday, your office is not maxed out. Programming is the reason why when you come on a Zoom, we are 100 and something on this call. By the time you come to Zoom in the evening, you will not see up to 100 and something. It's programming. Because you're seeking for external validation. You want to be using eraser to be changing the result without paying attention to the foundation. You need to tell yourself, in this place, I can succeed. I can build massive results. I can get better and then leave it out. What creates your programming again? What creates your programming? We said programming, thoughts, attitude, activity, results, and lifestyle. So what creates programming? Family, where you grow up, their belief system, thoughts about money, thoughts about entrepreneurship. Are they risk takers or not? What is important that drives the family? What are the values of those families? Growing up before now, the orientation we had is go to school, get good grade, and get a new job, right? And then even when someone is seeking for your hand in marriage, there's always this part where, this person is a civil servant is like a plus, it's like an advantage because the person is a civil servant. The person is a civil servant. Madam Franca Oladipopo, please, you're writing on the screen. Can you stop that? All right. Now, our interest is shaped by, this person is a civil servant. And now we've realized that bills are no longer smiling. It's no longer about being this or being that. There are bills to pay. And now we are in a different reality. You see, those things that have registered in your mind is still the reason why somebody will see an entrepreneur and the person will say, I beg, this one is better. I'm sure that at least every month, this one will be getting 150,000 naira every month. Who did this to us? You're working, you're complaining, the money is not enough, but you're still there. You're still there. You're still there in that place. You cannot solve, don't complain about it. You don't know how to make money, and somebody has been able to build an institution that is paying you 150K every month. You don't have any rights to complain. You don't. If you want to solve it, if you think you are capable of solving it, go and become an entrepreneur. Take charge. If you think you're capable of solving it, because when you're complaining, you will not learn. You will not get any value from that space. So people are comfortable to accept the fact that, oh, they are salary earners. They wake up every day, leave their house, and come back. They are comfortable. They are generally accepted in the society. It is from a place of upbringing. It is from the family. It is from the things, the values. And the next one is friends. Everybody go and type friends. When you finish from work, who are the people you hang out with? Go to beer parlor, they open Ludo, and they are playing Ludo. And the kind of things you'll be hearing, oh boy, this regime. And then what is the solution? No solution. Now, when you now wake up and say, oh, I started a project, they are already feeling attacked. They are feeling attacked. They are like, what are you thinking? So you want us to now look like the fools, Abby. They will want to drag you back, your friends. The next one is education. You see all the whole programming, go to school. If you're late, they will flog you. You have to be at the assembling ground. You have to do this. You shouldn't object when your teacher is teaching. You shouldn't do this. You should do that. We are programmed to conform to the system. Which system? The work system. Hey, I was watching a video. My head was like doing what? I saw a video where they said the kind of school billionaires go to and the kind of school the average goes to. An average person goes to a kind of school where they teach you the system, they teach you the structure, and they teach you that it is not okay to question the system. Hey, but the elites, why do you think Queen, all those, why do you think their children don't attend the popular school, the normal school? Because in the average school, they don't teach you how to think. They don't teach you how to think. They teach you to conform. They teach you to accept everything. But guess what? They teach those ones how to think and run system. Hey, are you seeing that the world is even against us? Average. Education system is even against the middle class and the poor. Wake up. They are not teaching you how to think. Now, some school systems are trying to correct it right now. They are, as in, making it explorative and everything. But you see, there is already a huge gap. There is already a huge gap. Here, the education system for the poor is to teach you how to accept everything. But the other side, they are teaching them how to think, how to solve problems, how to think as a system, not even thinking as an individual. Are you seeing where the gap is? And then by the time you finish the nursery, primary, secondary, tertiary, you will now rely on a certificate to get a job, to earn a living. Why? Because the entire 20 years of your life was snatched away from you. The ability to think was taken away from you. If you want to break out from that cycle, I need you to go to the comment section and type, I am breaking out from that cycle. I am breaking out from that cycle. I am breaking out from the cycle where you have to conform, the cycle where you don't have to. You cannot do something with your mind. You cannot propose something. You cannot work out a solution. See, it is a cycle. If you don't break out of it, you will still remain in that place for a very long time. If you're ready to break out of that cycle, I need you to go to the comment section and type, I am breaking out of that cycle. I am breaking out of that limitation. I am breaking out from that cycle. See, you cannot be breaking out from that cycle lying down on your bed listening to me this morning. No. I am breaking out of that cycle. See, there is a whole lot that was done against you from the education system. It's a whole lot. It's a whole lot. So if you want to be that person who wants to create results, you need to tell yourself, I am ready. And you need to start learning how to question some of the things that you have swallowed. Hey, the next one is religion. Some people here, hey, Why do you think the religious system growing up, the kind of teaching they give to us is around, hey, if you do this one, you go to hellfire. If you do this one, you go to this one. If you do this one, you go to this. The religious system was used heavily to instill fear. Let me tell you something. You see this 7 days fasting and prayer we just finished? Every single day, I was, as we were praying, it's more like I was unlocking my fears. I was unlocking my impossibilities. I was unlocking my doubts. I was like solving all those things. Where do you think the fear came from in the first place? Religion, religion, religion. You go to Bible class. What they're teaching you is fear, 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 fear. And that is why some churches now are changing it. They are changing it. As a child of God, what you should feed your mind on is understanding your Father, understanding that your Father is the creator of the whole universe, understanding what you need to do to always be in constant relationship with your Father. Imagine a father, hey, every single time your approach of parenting is you're telling your children, don't touch this thing. If you touch it, I will flog you. And then they touch it, you flog them. The next day you say, don't do this one. Don't talk when I'm talking. Don't. And then imagine Father B, who comes to say, you like this? Oh, wow, you're not touching it? Okay. What is it about it that makes you like it? And the child explains, and the father is now saying, oh, wow, okay, so there is this thing about this thing that even if you touch it now, it might look fun, but later on, it might not be fun because the impact of this touch, you will collect debts when you go and eat. Those things you have eaten so far will now act against your system. You might be purging, you might be doing this, you might be doing that. So are you now saying that touching this thing, even though it looks fun, it is not so good to your health? This father did not just educate. This father has made that child understand why they shouldn't touch that thing. Please tell me, Father A and Father B, who do you think is going to raise a child that is more assertive, more confident, a child that knows what they want, a child that can easily make up their mind, a child that cannot conform, a child that cannot compromise? We have a loving father that's in Christ Jesus, in our Father in heaven, right? But the way the religion passed the teaching to us instilled fear. Ladies and gentlemen, I want you to say to yourself, I am breaking out from any fear. Any fear that I picked up from family, from religion, from friends, from education, I break out of every fear right now. I break out of every fear. These are the things that has programmed you to conform. They are the things. I tell people one thing this business has done for me is that it brought me closer to God. It made me have a growing relationship with God. You need to know God for yourself. You need to know God for who He is. You need to know God as your Father. You need to build the confidence to always recognize that God is here at every moment and you can have a conversation with Him. Religion, this is deep, but trust me, because of the purpose of the 1 hour we have, we're going to stop it here. The next one is media. Media. Do you think the kind of channels you watch is the kind of channel billionaires watch? No, it's not. What they are watching are things that will spike up their thoughts, things that will put them into solving a problem. Even if when they are watching war, they are watching, how do I create a solution? What projects can fit in here? And then the next one is culture. Culture. The media feeds you what they want to feed you. Know that. And it's to cause panic or chaos. Did you notice July, virtually everybody around me was sick. Even me that was not used to fall sick. I was sick. I was still showing up. And then if you check up on this person and say, I'm having fever, I'm having malaria, I'm doing this, I'm doing that, the same symptom across board. I was talking to one of my coaches. I said, coach, if this time, if there was a media propaganda that said there is a coronavirus D and they listed the symptoms, And they've programmed our mind to listen to this information over and over again. Now, when this symptom breaks out, are you aware that so many people would have died? Are you aware that so many people would have died? In medical practice, there's something called placebo effect. Someone is telling you, I'm fear this one. The last this is how this thing always happens. And when it happens, this is how they use it. If they don't give me drip, I don't get well. In health, they call it in medical practice, they call it placebo. You can give that person water for injection. You can give that person anything. The whole idea is they have already accepted. There's a programming that said, when this thing happen, I have to get injection. When this thing happen, I have to get drip to get well. Placebo effect. The media propagated an agenda and called it something. Now, the symptoms that break out in July, breakouts. Here's what will happen. There would have been so many deaths. Because when you start having fever, you say, hey, let me go and check. Hey, you will do the pit punching, one miracle. They will say, drink salt, do this one, do that one. And fear. Nothing can harm you, that fear. Are you getting it? Fear is not God's nature. God's nature is faith. God's nature is faith. If you're a child of God, you need to exercise faith. If you're a child of God, you need to exercise faith. Anything you're doing and you're fear, there is an element of fear in you. You're not representing God in that. You're not representing God in that. We would have recorded more deaths in July because, trust me, everybody I knew fell sick. Everybody I knew fell sick. Everybody I knew fell sick. Programming. Are you seeing how powerful programming is? Are you seeing how powerful programming is? Are you seeing how powerful programming is? Fear is the cause of where you are right now. Fear is the cause of your bank account. Fear is the reason why your bank account is the way it is. Fear is the reason why you don't have 10 million. Fear is the reason why you will see a property, you admire it, but you don't have 150 million to go and pay for it. Fear is the reason why you have something. You went to go and buy things for your children. You see the one of 200K, you see the one of 100K, you see the one of 50K. You're asking them, is there no one they are selling for 30,000 naira? It is fear. The limitations you have placed yourself. Everybody, if you're ready to break out of fear this morning, I need you to unmute yourself and say, I am breaking out of fear. I am breaking out of fear. I am breaking out of every fear
I
around
am
me.
breaking
I
out
am
of
breaking
every
out of
fear.
every
I am
fear
breaking
around me.
out of
I am
fear.
breaking out of
I am breaking out
every
of
fear
fear.
around
I am breaking out of
every
fear. I am
limitation that
breaking out
I've
of
allowed
fear.
because of
I am
fear in my life.
breaking
I
out of
breaking
fear.
out
break
of
out.
in the mighty
I
name of
am
Jesus.
breaking out
I
of
am
Breaking
breaking
out
out
of
of
fear.
fear.
around me.
Breaking out of fear.
The things that have
Breaking
kept you
out
where you
of
were, the
every
things that have
barrier
kept you where
around
you
me.
were.
Breaking out of family
You have
rejection.
wasted
Breaking
so
out of
many
family
level of
rejection.
wasted so many
Rejection
months
from
of
my
fear.
from my
When it's time
husband.
for
I'm
you to take
breaking out of
action,
it in the current place. I'm breaking out of it in the mighty name
you
of
are
Jesus. I'm
asking
breaking
yourself,
out. Let
who
me break
didn't
to make
know
it break now.
to unveil your
Breaking
no,
out of
you
it.
are
I'm
asking
breaking out of it in the mighty name of Jesus. I am breaking
yourself,
out of
when
it
it's
in the
time for you
mighty
to
name of
unveil
Jesus.
your brand, you are asking yourself, walking fast does not result to anything. It is fear kept you where you are. That has kept you where you are. Thank you so much. I love this quote by Marama Williamson. He said, our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are beautiful beyond measures. It is our light, not our darkness, that causes us to play small. We keep asking ourselves, not to be judged by who am I to be gorgeous? Who am I to be awesome? Who am I to be the center of attraction? Who am I to be that person that everybody will always come to and ask for solution? Who am I? And then there was a challenging voice that will always come to say, who are you not to be? You are a child of God. Your playing small does not serve the earth. Your playing small does not serve the earth. Your playing small does not serve any purpose. Your playing small does not make the world better. You're playing small. When you are afraid of something, there is a light inside of you that can crush that thing. There is a light inside of you. The fact that you're afraid of something means that you can solve that thing. God has given you the capacity to solve it. God cannot give you anything that is you don't have the capacity to solve. Never. He said the fathers of the earth, when their children ask them for bread, do they give them stone? No. Why will me, as a God, You ask for something and you think I will not give you that. It is fear that locks you out from taking that thing that your Father has given to you. Guys, know God for yourself. Know God for yourself. And have a walk with God every single day. Know God for yourself. And the last part is culture. 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 In our place, we don't do like this. My pastor will always say, there's a reason why God sent him to the east to go and study, because where he comes from, Yoruba land, you cannot shake an elder. You cannot look at an elder in the eye. God now have to plant him in a place where he will learn attributes of kings. Igbo will go look you eyeball to eyeball, shake you. When I was in school, they used to tell me that my eyes is intimidating. And I love it so much. No problem. Say whatever you want to say. I will look you eyeball to eyeball. Culture. 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 I got married. My husband's people, they are from Oka. How they used to say, this one, that one. In my head, it's like, I don't get it. Which one is Boro Gipere? It's not the practice where I come from. And then sometimes it looks like pride. It looks like arrogance. We don't do respect. I mean, I'll greet you. I just got married, and some people just like, don't worry. I get check and hello. Where I come from, we don't boy it. Where I come from, we don't do that kind of nsako. Culture, people's way of life. So the moment you even made a decision to say you want to crossbreed the culture, you need to. So we have a culture that does not support the kind of results. Okay, so wait, there is more like when you see people from your husband's place, you kneel down and greet them. I'm speaking in tongues. Okay, so it's a practice from Oka. They say when you see your husband's people, like you have to kneel down and greet them. So where I come from, we don't do that. Do you understand what I'm saying? So culture, there is a certain way of your life that is not in alignment with the wealth you want to build. Culture. Yes. That's how they greet. They call it munya. You just come and say, as in you just bend down, like as in and greet the person. But that's not how we greet in our place. Do you understand what I'm saying? So I'm using where I come from. I'm from our mama. I got married to Oka. I'm just using these two things to narrate to us. So that same way, there are some culture you have imbibed. Cultures around. The patient dog eats the fattest bone. When has it even happened? You do not ask yourself which dog ate the flesh of the bone. Slow and steady wins the race. Before which race? Where? Where did the race happen? The Falcons, the Tigress, them that win the basketball. You think they're winning by being slow and steady? I don't know about you, but winning calls my name. Anytime I see winning, it's like something in me is being triggered because I'm born to win. So you can't tell me a different thing altogether. You need to be contented. Yes, we're contented. We're contented in our billions of dollars. Don't do too much so that people will not say, who is the people? Am I sent here by people? I'm sent here by Jehovah Almighty, the author and finisher of this earth, the one who has programmed everything. He's the one who has sent me on this assignment. Why should I be worried about what people are thinking? Hello? Culture. There's some culture that takes you away. So the next one is law of association. The things that affect your programming, law of association. You are the average of 5 people you spend time with. If you get the 5 people you spoke to yesterday, do this exercise. All the 5 people you spoke to yesterday, collect their income, put it together, divide it by 5. That's your average. If you're not there yet, they will drag you to get there. The people that you constantly listen to, the people that you constantly hear their thoughts, the people that you constantly talk to, they shape your life. They shape your reality. So if the people you're constantly in touch with in this business are not in 6 months project and you're in a 6 months project, please drag them into it. Or else, pick another association because they will shape your life. The secret, you need to be the least powerful in your space so that you can feel like you want to grow. When you go down, they will pull you up. But when you're the highest, they will pull you down. It's a psychology. It's a psychology. So when you're the one up, they will pull you down. But when you're down and your cycle is up, little by little, you gradually get down. So your power of association. So what's the goal for mentorship? To be a positive 5, to push you, to pull you, to challenge you, to influence you, to make you grow, to help you harness your talents, to help you harness your greatness, to let you know that you can do better, you can grow, you can become the ultimate version of yourself. You can represent God. Why? Because you carry God's DNA. Why are we doing the 6 months project? To let you know that you have a voice, you are a brand, you have a story, there is something God has kept inside of you. God did not keep you here to just come and count in number. Sit down every day and be listening to Ambassador Deborah. No, you can be more than Ambassador Deborah. I did not say you can be like Ambassador Deborah. No. I cannot use myself as a benchmark for you. I am here to be the ladder for you to climb. I am here to be the stepping stone for you to climb. I am here to be, you are like me. I have failed. Because you have me. You should collect the best from me and add to your own uniqueness and become the better version of yourself. Who is ready to be the best version of themselves? Being the best version of yourself is not being like me, God forbid. Being the best version of yourself is being the best of who God has created you to be. Are you ready to be the best version of yourself? If you're ready, I need you to go to the comment section and type, I am ready. I am ready. I am ready. Think of your 5. Don't spend time with people of less influence. Be careful of the time you spend. Reduce it. They are distraction. Imagine having 5 distractions around you. What are your friends like? Take in the inventory. Disassociate with them. Expand your association and feed your mind. Ladies and gentlemen, every 90 days, something will change consciously or unconsciously. Some of you are asking, why are we doing 6 months projects? Every 6 months, something will change. Every 90 days, something will change, consciously or unconsciously. New leaders will emerge. New set of people will emerge. New set of people. Now, would you position yourself to be part of the people that will tilt towards the positive growth or the downward growth? If you're ready for the 6 months project, I need you to go and type, I am ready for the 6 months project. Madam Veronica, please post the prayer group link. Let them join. That's the group we have for now. Let them join and then drop their details. So from there, we'll now migrate them. Go and post the prayer link group. The 7 days fasting and prayer ended yesterday. So, but you're interested and you're ready, go and type, I am ready. I am ready for the 6 months project. I am ready. So imagine 6 months of meeting every day with you, 30 minutes, teaching you. This is not beginner cell meeting. There is going to be a separate meeting for the 6 months project. We will meet 6:20 to 6:50. 30 minutes every single day. Imagine 6 months of hearing me teach you every single day. Every single day. Every single day. The month 1, like the only thing you're paying is 10K for your flyers. Now, every month you pay for your accountability. You pay 10,000 naira for flyers, send your studio picture, and then you pay 15K for accountability. Now, that 15K you're paying, you follow through all the activity, you win 30,000 naira. Everybody wins 30,000 naira. At the end of the 30 day, once you have finished your checklist. Yeah, isn't that amazing? Isn't that amazing? You're not even paying anything. I was telling myself, I say, I've adjusted to this. Trust me, yesterday was the day I knew that I adjusted. As if God was waiting for the day 7 for me to fully adjust and align. 168 life, preparing training. It can only be God. It can only be God. And you're not paying anything. The 15K you're paying is for accountability. You're paying 15K accountability monthly. So the link is on the comment section. Click on it and join the group. When you join there, type your name, your location, your phone number, your reservation code. Okay? Name, location, phone number, and reservation code. Now, first-step process to change your thoughts. Awareness. Understanding. Madam Veronica, keep posting the link. Disassociation and reprogramming. Can we go and type the 4 steps again? Awareness, understanding, disassociation, and reprogramming. Awareness, understanding, disassociation, and programming. And if you've not made your payment for the flyer and everything, I said yesterday was the last day, but the grace of God is always sufficient. You can go ahead and make your payment right now while this session is going on. How do you reprogram yourself? Awareness, understanding, disassociation, and what? Reprogramming. See, God will help us to take these things one by one so that you will understand how you can rewrite all these things. Awareness is like by information. What we have heard right now, every one of us, you got something this morning that you felt like, wow, I've not understood this before. Go and type 1. You learned something new this morning. Go and type 1. You learned something new this morning. Go and type 1. You learned something new this morning. Go and type 1. Now, do you know what that is? It is called awareness. Awareness. Now, you need to move from a place of awareness to another place of understanding. Understanding is you now feed your mind. You go and read. Go and look out for videos on reprogramming. How do I reprogram myself? Look out for videos and watch. That's follow up. That's follow up. Go on YouTube and look out for videos. That's understanding. And when you now understand, when you hear it, if you're a listener of Jim Rohn, you always hear the power of 5, the power of 5, power of association, power of association. You will now evaluate your cycle and dissociate yourself. Then the next one is reprogramming. Reprogramming is everyday day-to-day activity. Why? Because some negative thoughts will spike up in your mind. So many negative things will come to your mind. It is you that will tell yourself when those thoughts come, you address it, reframe it, reframing. One of the effective ways to reprogram yourself is reframing and repetition. Go and type it on the comment section. Reframing and repetition. So we're in a meeting yesterday and I was talking and I was like, this person is not organized. And then immediately I said, this person is learning how to be organized. That's reframing. That's reframing. So I know this is the reality. I've not done 168 slides before. I am learning how to do 168 slides. So I have to divide it. I have to do 5 slides every day. 5 slides every single day for the next 20 days. I'm reframing. I'm reframing it. Right? So reframing and repetition and reframing, these are the 2 ways to reprogram your mind. So in programming, we have live distractions, we have ideas, we have so many things, but guess what? You need to learn how to capture your thoughts. Everybody go and type, learn how to capture your thoughts. Learn how to capture your thoughts. When you capture your thoughts, you will now know what to do that can help you in line with the results you're looking for. Do what we think is important. You will put your time on what is important. There is 6 months project. You're taking yourself out of it. It's fear. See, excuses are born from the place of fear. Go and type it down. Excuses are born in the altar of fear. Anything that is making you not to join the 6 months project is fear. Because the truth is that with 15 minutes, you can run the 6 months project. So is it that you don't have 15 minutes in a day? It's fear. It's fear. It's fear. We're not asking you to pay 1 million. We're not asking you to pay 2 million. We're not asking you to pay any ridiculous cost. It's fear. That's how you know. Come, let's take this work together so that your finances will change. You're not even coming out. There is something holding you down that you're not even aware of. Life distractions. Life distractions. 15 minutes, you don't have it. It's life distractions. Then tradition, etiquette, values. These things are all this. They are the things that can take you away from what you're looking for. Right? Then they affect your attitude. They affect your attitude. So you need to get to that point where your life distractions is weighing low, your ideas, your values is weighing upper than your life distraction. That is how to win. That is how to win. So, ladies and gentlemen, there are 4 steps process to change your thoughts: awareness, understanding, disassociation, and reprogramming. Now, 4 important attitude. 4 important attitude you need to be able to grow. Use your past as a school. Understand that the pain is part of your journey. It's part of your learning experience. Trying to change, as in, you cannot chase the past away. All you need is more like this kind of information, right? Then let go of the past. Everybody go and type, let go. Focus on the future. Focus on the future. Decide what you want, work, and then build step by step. So how you do that? Change your focus. Change your focus. How you feel about the future, right? How you feel about each other. We need each other. We need care. Transfer belief. The world is already harsh. So you don't need to be that harsh voice again. Have a different level of maturity. Treat people nice. We need to support each other. That's why we are in that accountability group. I've not created a group because everybody has not posted their picture. We're in that accountability group. Be friends with each other. Be passionate to help people find their way. The world is already harsh. We don't need to be harsh. How you feel about yourself? Are you willing to forgive yourself? Are you willing to give yourself some light? Are you willing to be a good friend to yourself? Friends, and when they are down, I lift them up. Now, when I'm down, I say bad things to myself. And then Jim Rohn made me understand. Jim Rohn will say, be a good friend to yourself. Go and type it on the comment section. Be a good friend to yourself. So when you're down, the same way you will talk to a friend and talk them out of that down mood, talk to yourself like that. Be that good friend. Instead of saying, oh, I fuck up, oh, I messed up. Say, oh, wow, that was really stressful. But guess what? I'm getting better. You know you can do that, right? You know there's a best part of you that is not just this part of you right now. You know the way you talk to a friend and then you talk to them and talk to them and talk to them, and at the end of the day, they will say, thank you so much. They will give you a hug, right? You can actually be that voice to yourself. Yeah. You can be that good friend to yourself. How many of us are ready to be a good friend to ourselves in the next 6 months? Me, I'm ready. I'm number 1. I'm ready to be a good friend to myself. I won't say anything harshly to me. I'm going to be kind. I'm going to be empathetic. I am going to be awesome to myself. I'm going to wake up every day, look at myself in the mirror and admire myself and say so many amazing things to myself. You are amazing. Hey, God. If you could see the stress I faced over the past 1 week, you just be like this, your back will be aching and everything. And then sometimes I'll just stretch my back and it will be like, but I'm not doing the things I said I'm going to do. I said I was going to study for 3 hours. I see myself studying 7 hours, 5 hours. You see, when everything is heated up like that, it's okay to tell yourself to say you're doing well. You're doing well. You are amazing. You know why? People don't get compliments. You see, people come into meetings, they're like, oh, wow, powerful. What Irene has died down. The person who has poured out themselves, they are exhausted. People don't care about you. Something happened yesterday, and then I was looking out for something, and then God said, one of the things I want you to learn in those 6 months is to learn that when I send you to do a work and you finish that work, your fulfillment is not from people, it's from me. People don't care about you. Please go and type it on the comment section. People don't care about you. Bruh, where have you been? Longest time. People don't care about you, guys. People don't care about you. So success is a few simple discipline practice every day, every single day, every single day. Failure is a few error in judgments repeated every day. The challenge is there is a pattern, and we are consistently exhibiting that pattern. You can measure it in a period of time. It seems it doesn't matter instantly, but when you keep doing that, you're drifting. Everybody type drifting. You're drifting. You're either drifting to the path of success or you're drifting to the path of failure. The path of success is lonely, it's uncomfortable, nobody cares. People will cheer you up and inside is you and you alone and your backache and everything. The failure curve is very comfortable because you have crowd. My question to you this morning is, are you going to follow the lonely path or you're following the crowd? Are you going to follow the lonely path or you're following the crowd? The lonely path is the people who are making decisions to say, I want to embark on the 6 months. The crowd are the ones who are listening to their excuses. Which one are you going to follow? The success curve. For every 20 people in your business, 19 are falling out. Just know that. 19 are falling out. In this meeting, we're 100 and something. In the next 6 months, maybe only 20 people might remain. But the reason for this information is so that we can increase the number. It's a personal decision, not a group decision. Only one person is in place. So how to know the 19? They will always blame. They will justify. They will complain. They will say, yes, but how to know the one? They are busy acting. They are busy doing. They are busy taking action. They are busy paying for their commitment fee. They don't have the money. They will make some call and raise the money. They are making their payment so that they don't miss out any day. They are maximizing now. In this same 25K we are paying for the for the project, some people got free t-shirts. Why? Because they were the first 20 people to pay. Some of them did not have it, but they borrowed and they paid that day. They are busy figuring things out. Result for the 19, they quit. They reach out to other 19 because failures will always have company of failures. They drag them alone. They play their pity party game. They lose faith. Result for the one is freedom. You must commit to the little discipline. What started with being uncomfortable becomes comfortable. You start enjoying leverage. You start enjoying vacation. You will still be learning. You will still be growing. This result is coming from programming, thoughts, attitude, activity, results, and lifestyle. Ladies and gentlemen, because of time, I'm going to quickly, we cannot finish everything today, so we'll move some of them. So let me, in conclusion, how do you change the results? How do you change the results? It's very simple. Don't worry. I'll still come back to this part of the training. Now, how do you change the results? How do you change the results? How do you change the results? Look at this. It's more like a tree and there's a root. Okay? Now, the tree is the activity, result, and lifestyle. And then the root is, this is the tree, lifestyle, result, and activity. And then the root is attitude, thoughts, and programming. So no matter how you keep cutting the tree to get a better fruit, if you don't change your programming, your thoughts, and attitude, nothing will change. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much. I love you all. I celebrate you all. And the goal is that we're going to win together. We're going to achieve amazing things together. And we're going to build massive success together. Congratulations because you're winning already. Congratulations because you are achieving success already. Congratulations because the best version of yourself is emerging. Congratulations because you're awesome, you are amazing, and you're coming out victorious. I love you guys.